Put it there. Oh, I gotta
Yeah, it's pretty broken up. It's distorted.
Welcome. Almost, not quite, but almost. Were you all like the late night? I could go in my, I think it was long and prosper. I do, but wow, all these guests here today. You'll join me in the pledge, please. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, with gusto and enthusiasm, the four-way test of the things we think, say, or do. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, five, six. Wow, this is nice. So our president, Rod, is, can you hear you, Rod?
Testing 1, 2.
We can, all right, so we're all together. Ron, you're from Eastern Washington, or?
Yes.
I was at the Rasmussen Beach House, like the sign.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was sort of say about that, but anyhow. We got a very quick meeting today,
So we're going to really mark some stuff really quick. We will start with the inspirational comments from Eileen.
And today's offering is from Michelle Obama. Success isn't about how much money you make, it's about the difference you make in people's lives.
That's good. Like it. So as far as guests and visitors, anybody? Okay.
I was just jumping the gun, introducing a guest.
All right.
This is Dr. Mary Templeton. She's our new school district superintendent.
I'm excited. The best part is my office is just upstairs. Should it be any more convenient than that? I don't think so. I've been a Rotary member in the Camas Washington Club for 6 years, so I brought my little banner as a visitor, and I will be joining the club, of course. So anyway, thank you. I'm excited to be here day 19. Woo woo.
Great, good to have you. All right, now Tracy's going to introduce anybody that is going to be receiving checks today, but any other guests?
We got John Dyer returning.
Yeah.
Not go after his cheeses. You don't stay alive, and not touch the cheeses.
I suggest you keep the box sealed. It's like evidence, you know? All right.
We have Tashley here visiting in person. So.
Okay. And, well, I guess Laura's here too.
Yep.
Yeah.
We have Laura and Leslie and Jerry. Thank you. Where are you? I'll be introducing them more in a few minutes.
Perfect, perfect. We have just a few birthdays. You got, oh, I'm sorry, you got, well, Dave is kind of part of the club.
Yeah, but he has a different title now.
Well, that's true. He's a major part of the club. So Dave Duncan. And he is our new governor of our district. Dave is from the Arlington Club, but he's got a bigger job now. Okay, birthdays, Amy's, Lance's, and Ken's. All this kind of next week and a half. I'm kind of covering into the Rockfest week since we won't have a meeting officially during Rockfest. Just one anniversary is Kevin O'Brien coming up, and 3 Rotary anniversaries, Amelia. We have Chris Jacobs.
He just popped outside.
He's outside.
He falls in the Rotary anniversary, and then Kevin O'Brien. So, yeah. coming up. All right, so for announcements, the big push right now in a very short period of time is we gotta get active with Aquas. And the signups.
I wish. It's the laundry that I wash, but this represents what Aquafest can give it. And it's not just cash, it's the connections that we make at Rotary. Didn't Chris Smith find out Rotary from the Aquafest corn booth?
Yes.
Yes, so we need a lot of people signing up. I looked last night. There's gonna be 1-person shifts unless we get a lot of people, bring your friends, bring your family, bring your enemies, who cares, bring them. And get them involved in Rotary.
Yeah, for sure. It's good to see that there are several signups so far, so that it's optimistic, but as Tracy was alluding to, it's all live on the signup, on our webpage. So please use that. Sunday is going to be an especially busy day for us. So, because we're both manning the corn booth and we're manning the cornhole tournaments.
Is that still slated to be on the street front?
And it's still slated to be on the street in front. So it will be even a better opportunity to build community. We're doing well. Last I checked, we have 7 teams signed up. And I'm aware of more that will be probably signing up shortly. So it's already a tournament. And then it'll grow, and we'll have to grow more, basically, yeah, if it grows more, we'll actually have an elimination round, is a good way of looking at it, before we get to the final tournament, which is the playoffs. Final brackets, all that, so, again, if it's at all possible, please be there, and if it's at all possible, please look at Sunday, because that's the hard day for us to fill. Saturday has also got, Saturday has the parade. We're scaling the parade down a little bit in our part. We're not gonna pull a trailer. We're just going to have Brian Ruis's son's large truck. And it's going to be a parade display in itself. So, I wish you could send a picture of it, because I think what we should do is we should, ahead of time, we should start planning how it'll be decorated. And,
Gary, are you driving the Citizens of the Year in your car or?
Yeah, they had a special request they had made.
All right, so we're gonna have two vehicles.
yeah,
Yeah, the only thing is we're gonna need some signage.
yeah,
You still got the old,
I gave it to you guys last week.
yeah, I'll have to look for it, and see if we've got that signage to go on the car.
thanks. So we got a lot to do. Please sign up for the, if you can, for the Grand Parade, sign up category, if you will. And it says right now, Friday evening, which has been traditional, but I'm making an assumption that if it's your son's truck, he probably would like us to do it Saturday morning. So if he needs to drive somewhere Friday, he can. Okay. Well, if we could do it on Friday evening, that would be beneficial. Okay. And then, we're already getting signups for people to be on the truck. Ron, I noticed you're signed up, but there's a separate category for parade walker. And I think you want to be a walker, don't you? That walker's got to drag the sword, make sparks,
As long as he doesn't stab another desk.
Yeah. And I got a special offer. I got a really cool Halloween costume that is a Mikey. Yeah, if anybody wants to volunteer and is about my size or a little bit bigger, it's yours, because I can't do the parade. I have a huge family event going on Saturday, so please sign up for that too. Okay, what else can we say about Aquafest?
If you can get, I brought the laptop with me. If somebody knows how to get me onto the Wi-Fi here, then we can, sign up today. You can help me with that? Okay, great.
I can do it right here too.
Or do the sign up on your phone. Okay,
I can do it too. on mine.
Oh, there you go.
great.
Perfect.
There you go. Easy squeezy. Just go see one of those fine gentlemen.
You close the doors until we get everybody signed up.
Yeah, what about the emergency exit?
Uh,
Ron's with the fire service side, but he's not here. We don't have any other fire department members, so.
We have a.
We've got a board member in the house.
We've got
Yeah,
a former
close
chief
out the
of
emergency
police.
exit. And former firefighter. All right, sorry. So with that, I'm going to turn this over to Tracy. And we're going to have some.
Give
fun.
away more money. Last week, we started giving away, part of the $15,000 to local groups and organizations that also do fabulous stuff in the community. So I would like Laura Bedelheim, thank you, to come up. She is with the Lake Stevens Film Festival. We are giving them $1,000. Last year, so she's got a real quick video of what went on last year and what we're gonna do.
Would you and them stand together, the three of you, so we can get a picture of the check presentation? Everybody smile, including you, Don. Okay.
you.
Okay.
Thank you so much, and thank you for last year as well. We had an amazing year. We had a last minute venue change, and so that money helped secure all the gear we needed to turn Creative Zone, which hosted us into a theater. So we had, projector and screening chairs and everything. Well, chairs were donated, but all those rentals needed. So I would love to show you this 1-minute recap of last year. Would you help me?
We'll share. Okay.
And I brought posters for this year, which are in the back. If you have somewhere you can display them, please grab one on your way out. We also have programs from last year, so if you didn't make it and want to see kind of what we put together, you can grab one of those. And I have a recent write-up in a magazine, so you can take a peek at, you can get your copy of the Chamber of Commerce.
Where is this year's festival being held?
Yeah, I will share about this year, but okay, so this year, really exciting, 2 different venues, 2 different days. Are you ready?
I am ready.
Okay. I'll tell you why. Thank you.
Okay.
We're gonna kick off at Life Point Church on Saturday, September 28th. And next day is at the PAC, Sunday. That one.
Yeah. It's got, oh, there we go.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
we're in YouTube. I thought we were in. Okay, let's see if we can get some fun there. It's interesting. That's no fun. I remember that part.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well, I can just share while that's going.
well, it might be here. Let's see.
Now it's all the way up, so.
Yeah.
Okay, no worries. Well, very cool recap. You can see it on our website with sound. You see a little Chris Pratt there. He's on the little interview with, for us, and that's awesome to see interspersed in that. So this year, really excited, the Saturday day, that first day is gonna be kind of a community access day, so it's gonna be free to attend. We're gonna have a special partnership with Sherwood and, BECU. We're gonna be showing a documentary Beyond, the story of, a mom with her 2 nonverbal autistic sons, documentary made by a local filmmaker, Drew Miller. Yeah, so check that out on our website, lakestevensfilmfest.com. Saturday at Life Point, kids animated program, student showcase, which is like a high school student, which often is like the highlight of everyone's time. It's just so cool to see these kids' creativity. We have the Beyond film, and a master class called Making a Scene, which is gonna be kind of like a mini lesson on how do you put a scene together, which is the building block of a film. So if you're curious about filmmaking or you know someone who is, be sure to come out to that. Sunday is our main festival day for narrative and doc short. We'll have a feature, we'll have artist talk, our award ceremony, and we'll be launching Greenlight Lake Stevens, which is a screenplay competition for film set here. So we want to say, write a film, set it in Lake Stevens, make it in Lake Stevens, and let's see that on the big screen. So really excited about that.
Next year's festival.
We're gonna launch, so we'll launch that competition, and then we'll pick the winning screenplay. And so it's kind of a process, but we're really excited. We're just really wanting to encourage people to come here and make their film. So thank you so much for helping make this all possible. I really appreciate all of you. Thank you.
Hey, Tracy, real quick, I would like to really thank Laura. She does a great job. This is your 3rd year on this.
Yeah, thank you.
And it has just become a great festival. From a mayor's standpoint, I'm not a culture art kind of guy. So when I find people like you in the community who just take this up and run, thank you.
Yeah.
Next, we have Leslie Elsmore and Christine Eaglestaff here on the board. And actually, Leslie's on board. Leslie's gonna come on up. We are giving the Lake Stevens Education Foundation $2,000. And Leslie will give us we'll share a picture first.
Yeah, one more. I lied. One more.
Leslie Algernon, I'm with the Lake Stevens Education Foundation. And, our Lake Stevens Education Foundation has three, we have kind of an umbrella with three programs. We give classroom grants to teachers to provide opportunities for enrichment within their classroom, things that the district approves of, but doesn't fund. We give scholarships to graduating seniors. And My Baby is the early learning program that partners with Dolly Parton Imagination Library. We've been doing this since 2008, which is pretty exciting. Dolly says you can never get enough books into the hands of children. We agree with that. And we really appreciate your support to make it possible for 1,400 students or 1,400 children ages birth to 5 to receive a book in the mail each month, addressed to them, which is pretty exciting for them. Rotary's $2,000 gift will support 80 children, which is really exciting. Our annual budget for Dolly Parton is $35,000, so we really appreciate your help, and we're very grateful to Rotary's support. Thank you very much. I think there are over, I meant to check this morning, there are over 3,500 children who have graduated out of.
And Tracy, just so you know, Weston Pete every month looks forward to it.
All right. I need a vote for our.
I'll give you a Weston Pete, the 3-year-old.
Awesome. Get a picture.
I'm sure it'll be really good.
Is he running for office?
Not yet.
It's running the family business.
Last but not least, I would like to introduce Jerry. He is from the Lake Stevens Senior Center. We are giving the senior center $3,000. Picture first. Picture first.
He breaks the camera every once in a while.
Thank you. Thank you very much. You don't really realize what this does for our seniors. It helps support and keep in effect some of the programs that we have initiated. Because seniors, like children, we need this: talking, seeing, interacting. Get them out of the house. And this is what's going to support a lot of that. We have once a month movie and a free lunch. It's not allowed. Socialize. We have trips like you wouldn't believe. This helps pay for some of the gas. Some of the insurance that went sky high this year, like everybody else's. So we do really appreciate it. And I have some information. We hired a survey company to do a little demographics for Lake Stevens for us. It'll surprise you. We have in the city limits now over 8,000 seniors. That's a big number. I've got this all printed out. Next time we have a copy, I'll give you a copy of this survey. I mean, that surprised the heck out of me that 8,055 and over live here within the city limits now. But, holy mackerel. I only have 200 members. Where are they? I go out and I talk to them. They didn't know. We've got a senior center here. Where is it? You know, so anyway, I thank you very, very much. This is, well, we'll use this a lot.
Well, wonderful stuff. This is always one of the funnest year for Rotary because we have scholarships and all this. And it's good to see where all the hard work goes. So with that, I think we could probably do that. Anybody have anything else to add? Gary does. Oh,
Well-
he has a report.
Yeah, I want to make sure that everyone realizes we need sponsors. And we need them as soon as possible for the rest of the year. We have a banner that we're gonna have to produce. in order to get this done. So if you have sponsors, please get them to incorporate people. And this room will not be available on August 16th or the 24th. And also, I think next week, aren't we meeting at the Buzz Inn?
Yes, that's on the website, Buzz Inn
Okay.
for next week.
And the only other thing, I want to thank, District Governor Dave Duskin, during his installation comments, he made a statement. Somebody was in the audience, Lauren happened to be in the audience, and Dave says, you know, when I was, newly assistant district governor, the first thing I had to do was give Lauren his 50th anniversary of perfect attendance. And the smile on Lauren's face said it all. So thanks, Dave.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, well, we've got just a couple minutes, so we're gonna do the pistol raffle.
Yeah, okay. Let's see. We have one of our guests who has got tickets. Laura, would you please pull out a red ticket, read the last three numbers nice and loud?
Okay.
606. 606, anybody? 606. You?
Oh.
Right. And the other half, you have to pull out the yellow duck with the W on it, and,
No.
that's a no, but here's the consolation prize. The president.
Because I'll leave it. You're up. All right, thank you. Well, with that, Chris Jacobson is going to do a presentation about some interesting things. Wow.
Wow presentation.
Wow, presentations. Brought a few people here to kind of help, so I'll turn it over to you.
All right. Thanks, Don. Thank you all. I haven't been to a Rotary meeting in a long time, so.
We noticed.
Yeah, so, you know, this got me here,
And yet we still need you citizen of the year.
Yeah, I know, it's great. Thank you for that, by the way. It's very honored to be named Citizen of the Year. So thank you for letting us kind of jump in and not kick you out of your room. We're doing a little work for the Lake Stevens School District, and I'm going to talk a little bit about that. A little bit about Convergent first. We're the largest privately held fire and security integration company in the world. We've got over 10,000 people in multiple countries, and continue to grow. And we have a foundational belief that we call our 10 values beliefs. And that is part of why we're up here today, giving back to the community again. So we have this thing called Social Responsibility Day. It was created back in 2002, right about the same time that the company was formed. Very important for the founders and the owners and the employees and colleagues that we recognize that we're in an industry that is protecting people from fire life safety events and to take that one step further and give back. As you can see down below, up to 2023, the data up to 2023 is we've done 9,200 colleagues. We've had $2.8 million donated, 32 schools, 200 organizations assisted. And then we've got about 30,000 or partner donations. So what that means is as we've grown this ability to give back to the community, our outreach has continued to grow. And I'm going to show kind of a little slide here in a second about what we've done just for the city of Lake Stevens and the impact that we've had up here for the company I work for. Our office has about around 200 colleagues total. Yeah, SRD, Social Responsibility Day, is always done the first June, or first Friday of every June. We have started a program, which the next slide I'll talk about, called Step Up. Step Up is around schools. Well, our kids are still in school the first Friday of June. However, most of the other countries do not. So they started working this Step Up into our social responsibility. What our office did is because we felt so passionate about protecting our schools, is we've done split it up into three things. We have our original Social Responsibility Day, which about 100 and maybe 20 or so colleagues went down to America Lake, which is the veterans home down there. Did bocce ball courts, weeding, and all sorts of stuff, activities down there. And then today, not only do we have a team up here behind you, up here doing stuff for Lake Stevens, we have another team doing something for Enumclaw School District. So this is the first time ever in this office that we've done the Step Up program, which is specifically tailored around schools. And just to give you an idea, we closed down, it's not European operations because they're different day, different time, but all Canadian US operations shut down on the same day and get back to the community. So it's a pretty massive give back. Everybody gets paid. They want you to be here to give back. It's a pretty huge commitment from the company when you start looking at all those colleagues. There's about 9,200 to about 9,000 in the US. They're all getting paid to not do any work, to not bring any revenue into the company, to just specifically give back to the community. So in 2018, Convergence started this Step Up, which stands for Secure, Train, Educate, and Protect. We've seen such a massive change in the way the schools are. Schools are supposed to be a safe place for our kids. I know when I went to school, I was scared of my teachers, but I felt safe. Nowadays, you're not scared of your teachers, and what we see happen is just forever changing the landscape. And it became really important for Convergent because we do a lot of work in the educational arena to figure out how we can get back to these communities, get back to these schools. We take a look at schools around the country that we have relationships with, or even in this case, I have no relationship with Lake Stevens School District. Actually, another integrator, one of my competitors that maintains a school. But because of who I am, the passion I have about this community, I kind of plowed down that barrier and still got here. And got a tremendous donation from the partner that they work with on the video side, not my competitor, but the manufacturer that they put product in. So we look at these schools, a lot of times we're in maybe a little lower impoverished area that needs some help, that doesn't have much money. Lake Stevens is fortunate, they've got some good security systems. I think they're going out for a bond in November to do some more enhanced security. But you look around and there are these schools that have nothing, zero. And that's where Convergent wanted to fill that gap. So it's not as big a gap up here. It's a little bit more selfish on me because I live 2 miles away. I love this community. So that's why we're here. And since 2018, when we started this program, we've done more than 100 schools that received donations. And these donations cost the school nothing. We've got manufacturers that give, and then we give labor. So what we're going to do for the school district today is kind of fun. We get to do both technology and both physical labor. There's a manufacturer that's the school districts, a lot of school districts use called Verkada. It's a camera that's a cloud streaming camera, and they're expensive. You know, they're $1,000+ a camera, depending on what you get. We were able to get Verkada partnered up with them, and they donated about $30,000 worth of cameras. So we're going to do, I think it's 14 or 15 cameras in North Lake Middle School and Lake Stevens Elementary. The North Lake Elementary and Lake Stevens Elementary. Whatever this one is over here. The one right across the North Lake. Yeah, North Lake, and then we're gonna do one at Lake Stevens Elementary. That's the one off Highway 9, right? Lake Middle School. Little kids go to these schools. 26, so don't get those two schools. We're putting in some new cameras, you know, we're just stuff. So it's a pretty big donation from manufacturers. Not only that, the fact that the school district said, hey, Chris, yeah, we'll take that donation, no problem, even though we have another vendor that services us. At the end of the day, I'm not gonna maybe get any work out of Lake Stevens School District, but I'm giving back. What we're also gonna be doing is donating labor for the install, but donating labor to do some cleaning. So we'll do some weeding, pressure washing, maybe even try to get some bark, whatever facilities want. So it hasn't been really 100% pinned down, but I've had a couple of meetings with them. So we're going to kind of outline that at about 8:30 today. So when it's all said and done, it'll be about $50,000-ish that we've given back to the school district in labor and in material. So I think that's kind of a neat little thing that we're able to do. It didn't work out well, but there's a little thing that pops up. So there's two things that we've done in the past. When I first moved to the community about 2018, got engaged in the community. We, went and did some work for Eagle Ridge, the gardens up there and the senior center. What we did up there was, we did, I think, about 26 raised flower beds, did fencing, painted the inside and outside of the senior center, bought shelving for what was the food court for the food bank, reorganized the food bank, and then put a camera system in. We had about 125 colleagues, which is about 1,000 hours of labor, about $141,000 of what we would have billed out that day to our customers. Supplies are pretty minimal, it's $500, a little bit more than that because we had some parts and pieces that we were able to kind of kludge together for the senior center. And then a few years after that, we were in COVID now, so we weren't able to get 200 colleagues together in one location to do social responsibility day. We split up. So again, they said, hey, you're kind of North End, Chris, you want to do something in the North End? I'm like, yes, I do. I will do something in the city of Lake Stevens again. And we did Sherwood. So we got to work with Lance. We did some painting, some general cleanup. I think we did some dump runs and just spent the day kind of, you know, making the place look a little bit nicer, a little bit shinier to go on. And we had about 30 or so colleagues and did some minor supplies. But when we add up what we've done, this company I work for has given back to the city of Lake Stevens and the services within the city of Lake Stevens, it's almost $250,000. It's pretty impactful. It's pretty impactful. You don't think about the individual things that you do, but together, it's a huge impact. And, you know, my commitment to this community is if they keep asking me to do stuff at the North End, I'm kind of gonna stick to my laurels and they might say no eventually, because it's getting kind of ridiculous if all I keep doing is stuff in Lake Stevens. I just have a quick little video and then I open up the conversation if you'd like, and then maybe you can finish up with your happy bucks. All right, so this is just about a little 5-minute video. Hopefully the video sound works. Here we go. Do you have a speaker, Don? It's supposed to be plugged in?
Well, it should be coming through the overhead, which is working.
Do you have to like share, audio?
You might just go to the audio settings. What do you see what happens?
Run with that.
Okay, we'll escape.
While you're doing that, I'll just give you some kudos for when you came to Sherwood. So those of you that know Sherwood, we've got 3 acres there, and the upkeep on the outside, we've got 1 maintenance person basically. And when they came, we've got other community groups come, and they help us with our grounds maintenance and building maintenance. When Convergent came, they not only provided the staff that came, any of you come to Sherwood when we did that? Thank you very much. But they paid for the dump runs, they paid for all the supplies that were needed. And it's just a huge day for us. I really appreciate you guys.
Well, you're here too. I'm gonna put you on share screen too.
Oh, IT's here.
Yeah.
IT's here to save the day.
Oh, I have to do it. The mic break.
It doesn't work with the overhead speaker. It doesn't work on anything. I don't know if this, yeah, this might be YouTube. He was on just a PowerPoint before.
Maybe I'll take this moment here, August 24th.
I don't think
It's a fun event. We got the music, hired another musician to show up. He was also a high share sound voice. It was great. It's all a fundraiser here, so anybody. Up for free, you know.
And check this box.
Zero, or you spend all the money on those, for all the costs.
Yeah, down grab.
It should be really fun event. And I'll get, like I say, not this next week, but the week after. All right. I get a discount, so I get some food, seats, stuff for that. So, it's Saturday, August 24th, after Aquafest. So you can just come and-
Well, after all.
All right, I'm gonna try now.
We'll be there.
All right,
You good? Yeah, let me, full screen here.
Thanks, Chris.
It just breaks my heart. I can't imagine being a parent and having that call be made that something's happened at a school. And it strikes this want to go and, solve the problem.
Immediately when these things happen on TV, I reflect on my own 4 children and think, how can these have been prevented? The Step Up program that we are now initiating, to me, is a step in that direction.
We've always done community outreach programs, but none specific to schools. So for us to kind of do an adopt a school type of policy and actually go out and make an impact within the schools in our community, I think is excellent.
So I love volunteering, so I'm very excited about this.
I think the fact that the Social Responsibility Day and what we're doing with the schools, with the Step Up program, means a lot to a lot of us who have children because, to go to school, you should be safe, and that should be a haven. And whatever we can do to make that more of a haven for them, I think we should do it.
Having 4 boys of my own, my 2 younger ones I brought with me today. A, to get a feel for what this company is all about, and B, to just be part of something that's good.
Makes me feel proud. Makes me feel that we are safer in a better society and that we can feel more comfortable in school.
Convergent is, one of the leaders I believe in giving back to the community. Pretty good people.
We hear a lot of talk in the news about what people want to do or what they think should be done, but we don't hear very often of things actually being done.
Your company, part of their value system is to see yourselves as a part of the mission of what we're trying to do in schools. And you found a way to tap into that, where children, staff, actually reap the benefits of the partnership. I think it's awesome, and thank you for partnering with us as a partner to keep our schools safe.
It's what we should all be doing, not just Convergent. All of us should be doing something to act in response to the challenge.
It's time to step up.
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 Well, that's a little bit of an overview of kind of what the program's about. And I think I can see the passion in the people presenting, the passion in the colleagues that I get to work with today. It's really unfortunate, I kind of mentioned earlier, schools have changed so much over the years. They need to be a safe place for our kids to go. And a Convergent's passion is to help drive some of that safety to the best level we possibly can. Yep, we're working with a lot of the school districts around the country to improve, and working closely with a lot of specialists and some of the data that we've been given back. It's just very upsetting to know that just a small few things that could have been done could have prevented life and the saving of lives. We look at some recent activity where we teach children, if there's an issue or a lockdown, hide under your desk, right? It's common practice, and hide under your desk, just be silent. Well, that's actually the wrong thing to do. The best thing to do is to lock your classroom door, which, believe it or not, a lot of these schools don't have classroom doors locked from the inside. And you're stumbling to find a key to lock from the outside. Lock your door from the inside. Cameras in the inside of the cameras and listening devices allow law enforcement, our ex-chief over here will probably tell you that if there was an incident that took place and he could drive up to a school and open up a phone and see what's inside that school with the camera, would prepare his people for the proper reaction and let us know what's happening inside that room. Lights on the outside when kids are mustered inside, the doors are locked and they go green, you can see that everything is green down the hallway, and when the red light is there, that's an issue, that's a hot zone. There's so many things that can be done, that need to be done and are starting to happen. Unfortunately, the way the world works is you don't think about it until something has happened, and we're reactionary. We're trying to get people to be more proactive, because after it's reactionary, it's too late. The damage has already been done. Kids' lives have been changed forever. We've lost people, and that's what we're trying to avoid. So that is part of what we are trying to accomplish as convergent in this type of program. With that, any questions at all? All right.
Awesome.
Yeah, it is.
I'd like to meet your team back here.
Yeah, so we're actually, Gary wants them all up here for a picture.
Y'all go, we'll take a picture. And if the camera breaks, I'll see who I have to blame.
No, you guys should feel honored. Not only is my Rotary anniversary, I am the Rotary Citizen of the Year. You get a picture with that too. You can share with all your friends. Citizen partner, right? She's working. She's gotta bring home the bacon, so I.
Get on the I'm gonna get one a little further back.
As we're taking the picture, as your new superintendent, thank you. I have not seen this, wonderful philanthropic, exercise, where I've been, so I'm impressed, and I'm grateful for the work that you're doing. I was curious, are all of you folks, are you local? Do you live here locally, or did you fly into this competition?
We're all local, I mean, local relative, right? Some come from Arlington, some come from Renton, but yeah, our office, we take Seattle based, there's nobody outside of Washington knows where Renton is. Our office is in Renton, soon to have a satellite office out here up in Everett, to accommodate some of our North End customers, North End colleagues, and we're based out of Schaumburg.
There's an IKEA in Renton, that's a landmark.
Our warehouse, we're by Renton Airport, so our current office, we're gonna be moving by next year to the.
Well, again, thank you. Lovely to meet you this way, and I look forward to perhaps a partnership in the future.
Yeah, Greg, so working with Greg Landberry, he's been awesome to deal with. And then we got Dan Florenter somewhere, who was awesome to deal with. So yeah, it's been a good interaction. We're working with Bobby on the facility side. It's been good. It's been good. If we bring something again next year, basically. Yeah. All right. Thanks, everybody. Somebody you got my drive, right? Somebody got my what you got? Somebody got my drive there. It's just a plug in. Okay.
Sure, we can do happy bucks. And just so you know, every room in the school and other buildings in the district have a lockdown device mounted on the wall next to the door. That's what the plates on the floor are, at the bottom of the doorway there. So if something happens, we can shut the doors and secure them. Rest assured that we covered every door possible this couple years. All right, happy bucks. We're gonna start here with the district governor.
Sure, I'm happy that this club has supported my venture to district governor so well. Great turnout at the installation event that we had last Sunday. The reason it had a Western theme, of course, is the start of the Rotary year that's going to end with a convention up in Calgary. And so, the home of the Stampede. But there's another event before that, a couple events, but one of them is August 23rd. And that's Hands Across the Border, that the district is, the Boy Scouts for years had a Hands Across the Border event up at the Peace Arch, but it's kind of disappeared. The Rotary, we're the Peace Arch district. And so we thought it appropriate, since we span both sides of the border, to have a celebration up there. And it's the 23rd of August, it starts at 4 o'clock. It'll be a fun time. We're asking clubs to contribute to the foundation and bring a check with them. The golf fund last year kind of fizzled because of the golf course that closed, and so this is kind of an event to replace that, but it's also, there's a lot of people in the district that aren't golfers, so it should be a fun time. So here's my happy bucks. Thanks, sir.
Throwing some happy bucks, we swore in my son Corbin, although he goes by Brett now for some reason. I know. You went back to the no. But we swore him in as a Everett police officer on Tuesday with the Everett City Council, followed my footsteps, and
I told them they're getting, the improved version 2.0 and.
Same badge number perhaps? or-
Not the same badge number, but, he had my original email address. And then they had to change it because he kept getting, it would auto-populate on emails with the mayor. So he kept getting invites to, meetings with, Mayor Cassie. So they had to change his email address. So, yeah, super excited for it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Mr. Past President.
Well, I'm happy that we chose Chris Jacobs as our citizen of the year, along with his wife, Rachel. And, you know, what he presented today, plus what he's doing for Aquafest, plus many other organizations around town is really pretty cool.
Yeah, definitely. Good deal. Thank you. Let's go to our online folks. President Ron, are you happy?
Yep, extremely happy. Just love seeing us provide funds to organizations in our community. Bummer I couldn't be there, and I missed out seeing some of our great guests, Dave Deskin, John Dyer, and our new superintendent, Mary Templeton. So sorry I couldn't be there, and look forward to seeing you again.
All right, thank you. Dan, are you off dancing somewhere?
Well, I'm happy to have made it through Nationals week. My daughter did really well, and it's just good to see her grow. I'm also happy that it's summertime and it's been beautiful this last several days, weeks, and just good to be part of this awesome group.
All right, thank you. You ladies have.
Sorry. Happy it's Friday. On August 23rd, Sherwood is having a community day from 1 to 4. It's open to the public. We're going to have several resources there, an opportunity to meet our careers and community connection team, which work with businesses to help us find jobs for our clients. So please come. Big dogs, hot dogs is going to be there. We're going to have some shenanigans and some activities. It's open to the public. It's free. Food bank's going to be there. So please come and stop by together.
And when it's done there, you can go up to Blaine and hang out at the park.
There you go.
Yeah. Then there's something going on the next day, right?
Yeah.
That's the martini part.
Martini party. Christine.
Today is when you walk through there or great talk.
That's a good to see you.
Thank you. It's very nice to be here. Rotary has a place in my heart. And Dad was a Rotarian and very proud of that.
So the question is, how come you're not?
Well,
Put her on the spot.
Yeah. Mr. Lance.
Proud to be a Rotarian. I'm part of this club. Thank you, John, for coming down and visiting with us today. And it feels so good to give money back to the community.
You.
Thanks, Lance, for inviting me, and super nice to see everybody.
Yeah.
Okay, I've got thrilled bucks. Okay, thrilled to be here, thrilled to meet all of you. Thrilled to be part of such a wonderful community. I just moved here about a month and a half ago, but already I'm looking around going, wow, I'm impressed. I'm also thrilled to be stewarding the resources that you have invested in our school district. So that's a big responsibility, and I'm thrilled to be part of that. And then I'm also thrilled about the fact that we are going out for a bond. I'm going to mention that. And we think about our safety and infrastructure, so thank you for highlighting that we do have a lot of really high-tech infrastructure for safety in our schools, but we have already identified that there's much room for improvement. So our schools are safe, but we have to be at the cutting edge, front line of safety for our kids. This is the investment we've all made in our children, 10,000, almost 10,000 of them. I feel like it's a responsibility for each of them for their today's safety and their tomorrow's future. So when that bond comes out, I would ask everybody to please take a look at the information. We are going to be building a couple schools, one specifically to ease the squeezing that we have in the elementary. And why do we have squeezing at the elementary level? Because it's such a great place to raise a family. So that's why. Anyway, so love being here, and that's my fifth drill bar.
All right. I have some happy bucks. I've just finished my first week of retirement, and it's been
Let's see how long this lasts.
You know, these people say, oh, it took me a year to learn how to retire.
That's easy. Oh, it happened. Just like that? Just like that? He's done it before.
Yeah, I took a bunch of times. But this time he said it was gonna stick.
Happy for all of our guests and listeners and welcome to the community and even for the Dolly Parton Imagination Library, the twins just love getting those books every month and our beach.
All right, happy to be here. Of course, we'll be here next week. I'm gonna be at Vicksburg, Mississippi. I'm trying to be here.
I haven't know.
For Anthony.
Happy to be here. Also want to give a shout out to the Imagination Library. My son just turned 5, so stop getting them. But also, Leslie has donated them to the food bank a couple times. If you guys don't know, if they get returned, Leslie gets them, so the mail can't deliver them. And so she accumulates quite a bit of them. It's a really cool thing to get to provide them.
So hopefully we'll continue reading. I'm over here first, man.
Happy to be here. Cornhole's got ordered, so we'll have those for next time. That's all.
No, probably.
Couple of happy bucks. One, little Alex has come home from Children's Hospital, but he came home with a decatheter because they don't know what's going on. So he's not really a happy camper yet, but we'll get through this. The other happy buck is just to remind you that what we have done. Last week, we had 3 members from our board, Anthony from the food bank, Trader Zone, and a couple of who else, Sherwood and Getting Money. We gave out last week and today $15,000 to local nonprofits. That's on top of the $25,000 that we did for scholarships. So that's $40,000 that this club has put back into the community. That's why we do Aquafest. That's why we do Forks and Cakes. That's why we need sponsors. That's why we need participation. So that's enough for the step up. Yeah. So step up. Right, step up.
Mr. President, right?
Okay, so this is a happy buck, but it's probably gonna make people sad. So, I was really excited to see what Chris and guys have done. That's incredible. I mean, they're a for-profit business coming in and volunteering, giving up time and money. And we are a service organization for the community. And they whip our butts and service. Honestly, it makes me sad. I'm actually getting sad. Because I joined the group, to do, because obviously I'm a new business, I don't have a whole lot of money, but I have more time. And we do a bad job, so I don't mean to break it down, but honestly, I really wish we'd step it up. I really do, so that's my happy bucks for being a part of this club, but also the challenge to get everybody to step up. Good. Sorry.
Yeah, all
Oh,
Do something, so they're gonna wake up.
I'm super happy that it's Friday, it's summer. I'm happy that Aquafest is coming and that we all get to spend a little extra more time together volunteering and doing the corn booth and the cornhole tournament and things like that. So I'm super excited for the future of our club and the potential that we have, honestly, like all of us have inside of us to do more. So I'm excited. I'm gonna bend on my happy butt. And what? Happy 100.
She's all right, you heard it here, folks.
Oh, that's so nice.
You heard it here, folks. Yeah.
I am happy to be here.
Well, we thank you for your service, Doctor.
Happy dollars for everybody who's gonna go sign up for Aquafest because we're gonna get more money. I'm asking for more money, both scholarships and community. So 40,000 this year, how about 80,000 next year? And that sign up for Aquafest.
That sounds like a happy 100.
Yeah. Hey, $100, who's gonna match me? Okay, who's gonna, got a match, right on, Venmo it in. Happy dollar, no, it's happy dollar. My husband's going on another bike ride, this one has a motor. So, several days, motorcycle trip with, Vern Little and, a couple other guys.
He survived last weekend?
Dave survived last weekend, he did FTP 2 days, it was great. Yeah, that was the other bicycle trip, but that was the leg, well, yeah, bicycle, yeah. Happy dollar. I drove.
Oh.
I'm not that good. I've done it, I'm not the FTP, but I know I drove with them, so it was hot, we had to have ice and lots of water and peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Last happy dollar, sign up for Aquafest. Thank you.
I'm just happy to be here. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, little demo there. Just really pleased with all our community service people who are here. Thank you so much for what you do for our community. Thank you to our members who've been giving a lot of dues paid, and so really appreciate that. We still have some of those coffers. But if you haven't paid your dues, I now have where I can do your credit card. So feel free to come and see me if you still pay your dues.
Yeah, we'll have the sign up, computer ready to go too, right?
Yep, we're ready for that, and a couple of bucks there, I'm just happy to be part of the community and this great organization and all the things that we're gonna do.
All right. Well, thank you, James, and thank you, everybody. This was a fun meeting. Just want to remind you that we need to kind of clear out pretty quick because the conversion folks are waiting to come here. They're going to be using this as their home base for the rest of the day as they do all the activities around there. Please see Lori with the credit card. Please see, I guess, Gary, will you have your computer ready for the signups?
Yeah, I'm working on it right now.
All right. And then a few of the rest of us are going to frantically take this place apart.
All right, really quick, John and I are gonna go down to breakfast at Buzz Inn if anybody wants to join us.
All right.
See you, Bob. Yeah. Yeah, fine.
No, this is for this coming event. They already have her appointment, so I think she just, sorry, she just needed, she didn't have an updated contract. Scan it, and then when I send it to
All right, let's go there.
I would agree, but I